Shall we start? No? Ladies first?
No, say it, because I think it sounds really nice with your accent.
What, Archwell Audio?
Yeah.
Archwell Audio.
I mean...
Really?
Shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, today is December 6, 2021. It is 3:49 a.m. This is video number 2, and this was the last prayer that I did on video 1. You're gonna see these videos in 2 different days. Alright, so sometimes I change my mind where I give extra videos for you guys to see when I realize, some of you are at home or probably want something to watch. If the other squad's channels are not doing anything, I'll put another video out because I create and edit and pile them up. Alright, but anyway, let's go on Twitter to continue with the tweets. Alright, that was the last tweet that I did in video 1 because they find out, was it William is a liar? Taylor Swift was telling her recollection of stuff. Alright, this. Alright, so I'm not gonna play it here. Let's continue, alright, because I don't want to make this more than an hour. Alright, this is the tweet. Okay, and profit. Let's not forget that social and mainstream media have effectively monetized hate. Okay, what is that? Okay, Meghan Markle's battle with tabloid is about so much more than just her right to privacy. There are coordinated and well-funded troll campaign against Meghan Markle. There is no motive except to continue the disgusting effort of taking down black women for sport. I read his thread and video 1. Okay, so I'm gonna focus on Royal Soda's thread right here. Well, it's not a thread, just a tweet. So now I'm reading some of the squad's comment here. And the American mainstream media is following this playbook now, especially when it's applied to Kamala Harris. Yes, they are. It is disgusting. What is it? Camilla, was it? Well, she was in France. She bought something. I didn't share this here, but there was something that I saw. They were telling how much she bought her stuff for. I think it was some sort of a cookware, something like that. I mean, these people are ridiculous. It's just that we need to put a stop to it the minute they start saying nonsense, because she was making her own money way before. But anyway. Very true, led by the royal family, reporters and editors of the British press and the government. Yeah, I mean, hate that's going on is the same playbook as them over there. And I still remember there's an article. I can't believe why I then bookmarked that article and I then copied the link, because when I saw it, and I brushed it off, and now I'm regretting not bookmarking it. There was someone who worked either, okay, for the royal family or within the British government. And then that article said, there he is going this way. I forgot exactly how it went. And then the first thing, there's that little instinct you have, who knows more than you think you know, and said, why someone from Britain, why will they go down south? That was my initial thing. Because I'm thinking in terms of business wise, okay, a Brit will go either in New York or Chicago, you know, those big name cities where, you know, business is flourishing. Or even if it's in the south, I'll think maybe Florida, or one of those big cities like Miami, or what else, Orlando, those big name cities. That's where I thought they would go do business. But no, it's somewhere down south where I'm like, why will you go there? That was my main thing here. And I wish I had kept this, because the article gave the name of the person and I can't remember who it is. All right. So this probably have a tie to it to ramp up this nonsense that's going on. Very true, lady. Led by royal family, reporters and editors of the British press and the government. And we, the consumers and the public, must work to put profit for head out of business. Then they are going to lose every time. Yep. All right. So that was that. Remember, go look at video number 1, because this, I read this thread in video 1 of today's date, which is December 6th. This one I shared with you on my community board yesterday when I come across it, and I read it. And this is why I hate when I read things before, but I'm not gonna read it again, because all my thoughts is gone. And it's a good read. So go in my community board, and I will also put this link in the description here for you as well, so you could read it, because it's a very good read. It sort of summarizes what led to the privacy case of Meghan, and it shows what happened in between, okay, and then what could the next step, okay, into the future, what will lead into things. I think that was the way that I see it. Pretty much there's a beginning, middle, and end. All right. So it's a very good read in terms of the privacy and copyright case for Meghan. Very good read. Well, not the book. This is, he referred this to this book, because he was saying that he wasn't there. He was in town to follow the case, but he's so happy he did this book as a reference for where he's bringing his information, kind of thing. That's what he said in this article. All right. So I'll put the link. Go read it. It's very good. All right. And it will be in the description. Privacy and the press. Fortunately, both will survive the Duchess victory. New post free to read. All right. So when I read it and I share it with you. All right. Can you clarify whether the High Court will resume proceeding on damages and costs before a Supreme Court decision on whether to accept an application for appeal? I've seen conflict viewed on this point. I think he mentioned it in this, okay, and the link. He discussed it slightly. There he is responded to it. This is what happened when you follow the right people. Am I following him? Yes, I am. Okay. I think the High Court will wait to see whether or not the Supreme Court agrees to hear an appeal. I think I said that too. And one of my videos, I was like, they have to wait, because there were some talks that were going on Twitter that they're gonna appeal this, what just happened, from the appeal. All right. So the High Court was gonna think, and I think he also said they most likely will toss it, because we have those most senior judges who review it. There's most likely they will toss it out again. So in other words, they're gonna wait and see. In other words, they don't want to jump the gun. They want to give each respective how it goes, chambers, will you say, of the court to do their part. They don't want to overshadow someone else's job, so they're gonna wait. Okay, so what I think the newspaper probably gonna do is wait for a very long time. I don't know if there's a time frame, but anyway, let's see here. There's more response under it. I think the High Court will wait to see whether or not the Supreme Court agrees to hear an appeal. Which makes sense. Okay, she responded back to him and said, "Thank you. It took nearly 4 months for ANL to apply and have their appeal accepted by the Court of Appeal. Would you expect a similar timeline for their Supreme Court application?" That sounds about right. Okay, so there's that. Interesting. The appeal process will effectively stall the ruling on damages for at least 14 months. I thought, yeah, I really think they're gonna take their time with this. Okay, especially the paper too, because now they know they lost. They're gonna take their time. Okay, for at least, and Meghan is saying, "I'm here for the long run. You could take all your time you want." And with the prayer of God and our shield around her, she will see it. All right, let's see that. Okay, the appeal process will effectively stall the ruling on damages for at least 14 months from the original summary judgment. As you suggest, the monetary and reputational costs during that time will be a significant deterrent. Okay, it seems like judiciary negligence if the Supreme Court honor an appeal. Okay, if I recall correctly, did the Duchess of Sussex try to come to agreement before filing suit, but A&L will admit fault? Oh, so this part I did not know. This part I did not know. So, okay. Megan, okay, I could see that happening. So this almost the same thing this is brand new to me. Okay, this I did not know. Megan was trying to settle out of court. I did not know that. This is brand new right now, December 6th, 2021. This is brand new to me. I did not know she was trying to appeal it, not appeal, to settle out of court. But because they felt like probably with the support of the royal family or something, whoever was giving them uh, dirt or tea, I would say, about them, they felt like they had a strong case. So now Meghan is in it now and said, I'm not giving up. Okay, so they thought Meghan wanted to make a quick cash and then run out and stuff like that. But no. So now that it's going through the process, Meghan is going to make it go through. My goodness. Through all of this. I mean, can you imagine that? She gave them all the chances. They were so sure they got her on that. Wow. Okay, that's correct. So, wow, I did not know that. So, if I recall correctly, then the Duchess of Sussex tried to come to agreement before filing suit, but A&L wouldn't admit fault. Wow. Okay, who is this person? Okay, followed by three. By the Stephanie. Okay, who? Oh, that's another journalist. Okay, Dr. Maya Angela, Bill Rambo, and someone. I need to follow her because she been following those things here. Wow. How many followers she has? 311. Okay, so I just learned something new here. I did not know that. Okay, I did not. I told you guys I wasn't following them that heavily from the beginning. So, wow. Okay, next tweet. Okay, this one was kind of funny. Okay, I just laughed to myself whenever I remember the judges said the evidence provided by Kanoff actually proved that Meghan didn't want the letter to become public. The idiot proved her point while trying to discredit her. This tweet reminded me of one of the squad who's like, I'm sitting here minding my own business, and all of a sudden I think of something about Harry and Meghan or something, and then they put a GIF of her screaming. It could have been Page Master or Maya or something like that, but this one just reminded me that. So the smoking gun that they thought they had about Meghan is the one that actually proved Meghan right. I told you the minute I saw the text. Okay, I don't want to go over the text again because I repeat it every time I bring it up. All right, so there's here. Okay, now, okay, I correct myself here. Now, you have that music playing in my ears. Beautiful sound for sure. Okay, thinking is not in their nature. And I even said, of all communication Meghan had with them, this is the one that they feel like is the best one to bring to undermine her of all things. All right, let's see here. The email also showed how the jackass encouraged her to cooperate with Finding Freedom when she was initially against it. JK, like his KP handlers, is not exactly the sharpest knife in the drawer. That's the second time I come across this statement. Okay, and that she really didn't want to be part of Finding Freedom, but was pushed into by Kanoff, which was all set up by KP. I never trusted Scobie and always felt that something was amiss with the book. I don't know. This is the best the squad had out of all the royal rats. Okay, this is the best that we got. Okay, at least he stand with his truth. Okay, but what did Scobie do? Okay, you implying he knew Jason was sabotaging Meghan? It's clear they used both Meghan and Omi. They thought since he's not white, they can get away with their racism. Meghan trusted Jason at the time, and Omi thought he talking to her trusted aide. Yeah, that's exactly that. Okay, they are a bunch of dumb clown and this monarchy. Yeah, my mother always says, quote, God doesn't give a stick to someone who can throw it, and quote, like evil people are not giving enough brain to see their lives too. And let me tell you, it's so true that KP, haha, the British royal family firm has been making so many tragic mistakes. I love to see it. All right. So the thing is that from the beginning, when I started covering them, I remember exactly where I sat in my living room in front of my laptop making the video. My kids were in school at that time. That was before the pandemic raging. Okay, I remember saying these people have a drawer or file cabinet or closet full of headline already made. All they're waiting for is for a certain event to happen for them to pull it, or they create the event to have to follow the headlines. And this is exactly that. Because they don't follow through, they don't think those lies through. They just throw and throw and throw their lies without thinking otherwise. You know why? Because no one ever checked them. No one ever questioned them. Now they are being checked. This is what happened. Okay, the other's best thing is that Prince William proved himself as the worst brother and brother-in-law there ever was by releasing his employee to go provide evidence on behalf of racist newspaper in order to try and nail Meghan Markle to some sort of cross. It fails, lol. Okay, that's the best part. We always knew he was behind it, but didn't have a real evidence, and he just provided to us on a platter. I said that, you know. He just revealed himself. We knew, we speculate, we do little humble opinion here and there. But there he said, I reveal myself. It's like, my God, I put it on my community board when I said, look, did everybody ever thought about this appeal that, I forgot how I put it. Go on my community board around that time where the case came, and I put on my community board. Okay, they always so keenly incompetent and mediocre. Well, that revelation became quite clear after Schilling said, "Excuse me, we want to see the entire message or emails, not your shady excerpt." They are so busy trying to discredit her, they discredit themselves, comma. Okay, that's what I was saying in one of my tweet or respond to a tweet, and I was like, they should not even fear Meghan or Harry. They should fear themselves because they're doing so many things they're not even thinking. All right, after what's on the screen, that's, oh, okay, I'm gonna finish with everything, and the rest are smiling. Okay, KP is shambles. Even in their petty scheming, they are incompetent. There's a laugh. Okay, that's what made me laugh too. Baldy wants to destroy his brother's life so much he sent his minion to do the dirty work to ensure the total destruction of Meghan, and it backfires in their faces. It's just pure joy at this point. I'm wondering, while I was reading some of this comment, I'm thinking, if Meghan were to call Baldy to court, let's say things happen and we know the information concrete and everything, if she could call him an international court, not the UK court, because all of this nonsense were flashing all over tabloid, all over the world. I'm wondering if this can be done. That's just my humble opinion here. All right, let's go to the next tweet. All right. Okay, another strange story. There's Royal Reporter. All right, quote, there's a lot of bad blood between them now, end quote. And there's another quote. It's really Charles and William versus Harry and Meghan. William is fiercely loyal to his father. He thinks his father is a great historical figure who has been underestimated. Did he? Royal are desperate for the good PR. The damage is done. Really teaming up with Daily Fail to hurt Meghan was the last straw. There is no comeback from that. The thing is that there's some, I call this, outlet in the US is not reporting all of this. Okay, maybe CBS sometime with Gail King sometimes, but other than that, well, I don't watch the news that much, so they're probably doing it. I'm not aware of, but I don't think they're really doing all those little dirts that the squad know about. All right, so we need to keep on putting the truth out there. All right, because they could easily go under the radar. and then continue with their BS. Okay, the whole world watching and shocked. And Charles, as usual, looking the other way and denying comments about Archie's Canton. Okay, I'm sorry, but I can see anyway that Charles will go down in history. His sex scandal aren't even the most salacious compared to past royals. The future generation will only know about Charles because of Diana and Meghan and Harry. Okay, you'll be surprised what kid knows. Okay, and what a total shit he was to all three of them and his grandchildren by Harry. Okay, also is the past versus 21st century.
He could have been, but he was too Hanoverian to achieve it fully. Just like William is too Hanoverian, just like King Edward VII, Harry is more Saxo-Coburg-Gotha. He got his, quote, respect my wedding vow, end quote, from Prince Albert and King George V and VI.
Okay, William is loyal to William. That is true. William is loyal to William. He's been throwing his father under the bus left and right. Guess what? He learned from the best because what is it? Charles taught him. He learned from the best. All right, to how to throw people under the bus. So he's he's throwing the person who taught him under the bus. All right, there's revision, complete lies about William loyalty here. Yeah, the Sussexes. This person make it clear here. William is loyal to William. The Sussexes are in competition with those words. Oh my God. They are living their lives and minding their businesses. Sure, the island need to lose their names. All right. So yeah, Harry and Meghan are minding their own business. It's the other one who's putting their foot in their mouth. Look at this. Meghan do that court thing. I just learned that she was trying to prevent the whole trial from the beginning. But and was it the newspaper felt they have such a good dirt on her, it needs to go to trial. Even at the end, after the appeal failed, they wrote their own nonsense saying they wanted to put her on the hot seat. All right, to how do you call this? Interrogate her. All right, to put her under oath to say some BS so they could have headline. So that's what they wanted from the beginning. This is why they didn't want to settle out of court, and then they still end up with nothing. All right, and then it exposed them for bigger things and exposed the family as well, the brother, everybody. So Harry and Meghan was trying to prevent them minding their own business. They keep on putting their foot in their mouth. All right, next tweet. Dude worked 10 hours every other week 5 years ago, and he's still traumatized about this. Okay, what is that? Still, this is something from people. All right, Prince William recalled traumatized work experience that made him feel like the whole world was dying. I bookmarked it, but I didn't read what she was retweeting. That is true. Can you imagine? Can you imagine you yourself who's listening to my podcast here, getting up at a certain time to be at work? You have to. It's a must. Okay? Otherwise, your bills will not be paid. And then to be traumatized for doing something, when you feel like it. My goodness, his freaking baggage for God. All right, 10 hours. I thought he wasn't turning up for weeks until his colleague grumbled in the press, and then he turned up. He turned up again. Really, he wasn't showing up to work, and then they stop. I'm telling you, the firm is trying with both of them, Future and his wife. Okay, they're trying to put them up, but they're not up to the work. They're not up to it. Wait. Is this his me you can see cosplay? Okay, yes, it is. Okay, so that's what's happening here. Okay, the ball of Cambridge is now telling his friend at the Express his mom sung him lullaby before going to boarding school. Was she still paranoid? What? There must be something out that I'm not aware of. Really? Oh my God. This guy, I mean, they don't think things through. They just, lies is just coming under their mouth as it, to fit the narrative that they're doing. My goodness, the board of Cambridge. Okay. Very believable. His uncle can't sweat because he was traumatized 40 years ago. Those people. That's because they have yes sir around them. People cannot tell them the truth, so they think any lie they put out there, everybody's gonna say, yes sir, you're right. Every time they try to put a halo on Willy Leaks, it falls off. That's true. Lazy bum. That's the bulldog. Don't they call this British bulldog? Lazy bum. Okay, look, I hate playing, quote, my trauma is worse than your trauma, end quote, but this is some great shenanigan. Okay, sign a public health nurse who is burnt out. Boo hoo hoo. Quote, work 10 hours every other week, end quote, is so hilarious that I can't keep a straight face. But for him to, quote, feel like the whole world was dying, end quote, well, that's funny. I can't. This is what I was saying. You guys, can you imagine you working, getting up every day, working 2 shifts, different jobs, or maybe 4 or 5 jobs to make ends meet, and for this idiot coming to saying 10 hours per week, like the world is counting down. This is why I'm like, you know what? I know he's just saying some BS to get things, to make people feel sorry for him. But at some point, they need to feel, okay, all those people's pain because they create this nonsense, all those obstacles people have to go through. They don't want to start at it because a lot of these obstacles that have to be because of hate, jealousy, racism, they create obstacle for people. All right. So they need to feel it. All right. There's so much to say. Okay, after what's on the screen, that's it. Willie has to come up with a better story. Well, he saw some traumatized things. He have others saying the same thing from traumas that happened when they were children. Okay, he flew helicopters as a child. There's a question mark. He flew a helicopter as a child. No, he flew helicopters as a young man, but it was traumatized him in some ways. What? Okay, okay, said that to those soldiers, okay, who see things that bodies being blown away, pieces of bodies here and there. Said that to Harry, who witnessed some of this stuff. Get what you know? What his brother, the one he's trying to throw under the bus every chance that he get, what he did when he saw traumatizing thing, he created Invictus. Okay, he created Invictus because when he was in the airplane or plane that was taking shifting people out because those idiots couldn't keep their mouth shut, okay, to outed him where he was, to put a bounty in his head while he was doing, for whatever reason that they sent him over there. All right, so they put him on the plane to get back home safely. All right, and while there he learned a lesson. This is why I'm saying Harry is a very smart man. He look around him to see things. All right. The first thing that he saw was in the helicopter with someone who lose a limb. Okay. Okay, out of that, he created Invictus to let these warriors to know there's life after that. Okay, to put your traumatized away. All right. I mean, the brain, believe me, the brain work in a mysterious way. Things could come up any times or whatever, but the excuse that idiot is putting is nowhere compared to someone they keep on sending to war and all of that. So, with that being said, let me move away from that. I don't want to read this nonsense. He's traumatized for 10 hours a week. Tell that to those people they're removing. What is it? Sometime last year during the Christmas holiday, I remember some of those people they thrown out of is one of those queens properties because they didn't have money to pay rent. Tell that to those people who's trying to work hard to pay for the bills. All right. So anyway, let me next tweet. Care for Prince William, mental health advocacy is a self-promotion tool. This is the same man that worked with the Daily Mail to vilify Meghan. Okay, Marco Prince William called his mother, Princess Diana, paranoid. This is who Prince William is. He gaslight when it comes to mental health. All right. This is he doesn't think too. All right, let me keep my humble opinion on this. Prince William said BBC lies destroy mom, driven paranoid during final years together. All right, so all these are coming to haunt you, because Princess Diana, see, that was after that. This part here, I truly believe Princess Diana gave up on him in heaven. Princess Diana was trying her best to make him king, but after this part, because as an older brother, what she was going through. All right, and then to come on national television or whatever to call your mom paranoid, and Miss Princess Diana was like, "That's it. I've had enough with him. I've had enough with him." And you see, ever since then, is where things are crumbling. It's domino effect. Okay, he will never find peace after that. Uh-huh. And guess what? It's not by Princess Diana. It's by his own doing, because Princess Diana was putting blockage for him to prevent the domino effects. Princess Diana was putting a blockage, but now Princess Diana turned her back and removed the blockage and said, you're gonna destroy yourself. All right, so he's gonna do it, not Princess Diana. You just turned her back and said, let me focus on the ones who's continue my legacy. All right. There is no ending to the selfish, evil, self-entitled fool. So it was the media who destroyed his mom, not Camilla and Charles shagging each other before, during, and after their marriage, the queen stripping her of her royal titles, that family turning their backs on her. William has shown where his loyalty lies. Yep. All right. So the royal family turned her back on it, but still, Princess Diana was holding hard for him while in heaven. But now Princess Anna turned her back on. Okay, that's the way you want it. Adios. All right. I love you, but I can't keep up anymore. The others need me more than you do. All right. So and now they team up with Buzi's mom. Buzi's mom, Meghan's grandmother, and then you have the whole team over there in heaven protecting them. Okay. Then he recently called his mom a head case. Okay. Yep. He threw her right under the bus. Okay. Gaslighting 101. Prince William is said to be hoping the Duke and Duchess of Sussex quote all right and quote after they told ITV documentary they were struggling. The palace source said there was a view the couple were, quote, in a fragile place. Okay, I also noticed that throughout this lawsuit, that every time Meghan wins a major point, there seems to be a flurry of activities coming from Willie. That pattern holds true here again. Yep, there it is, raised by the firm as the heir. And then the thing is that they don't learn by their own pattern. Right? Was it Princess Anne was right? They don't plan on changing, so people know that thing. Whenever there's something good about Harry and Meghan, just be ready to ignore them. Alright, raised by the firm as the heir, not by his mother. Look at the difference and comparison level. One is all likeness and serving others. The other seems self-serving and cold. That's a good way of putting it. When you have cameras in your face 24/7 and paparazzi hounding you, chasing you down, making life dangerous, and ultimately killing you, that's not paranoid. That's a realistic outlook. And you could also take from Britney Spears as well. You had camera all over her face. All right, that's how this conservatorship came all about. People all over her face, and then they use that instant, that minute of protecting herself. Okay, they use that against her, and then they use it for 13 years. Eventually, everything will come to light. Right now, she's pursuing them one by one. Okay, Will not is not that bright. Okay, when Harry spoke about his mental health to Apple, the UK media accused him of being woke. Yep. Now Baldy is copying Harry. It's okay, you guys are the joke of the media world. That's right. Everything. This is the same thing. That's why I didn't want to say anything about his mental health here. And I was like, he's just a baggage for God. Because when Meghan came out and said about her miscarriage, and that other lady, what's her name? To something Tomney. All right. Well, all of them were bashing her and all of this. And then a few months later, I heard a clip of her saying, when she had her miscarriage and all of that. I think it was a little bit after the squad started calling her Camilla Tomney is a liar or something like that. And then that's when she come about her pregnancy, her miscarriage. And I was like, how am I supposed to feel for you when you were bashing Meghan when she announced her miscarriage? And I didn't downplay her. I was like, I can't feel sorry for you because you didn't feel sorry for her. You thought it was a joke. All right. So now this is the same thing apply here. So with that being said, let me move on. I have what? Three more tweets. And now two more. Okay, there have been whispers about Kate's rudeness since she became a public figure. But unlike Meghan, she has a palace protection. All right, there's a retweet of something. Kensington Garden made Kate cry. Okay, that was one of the things that was going. Kensington Garden made Kate cry when they banned her and Carousel Carol from the estate nearby restaurant and shop because they were both rude as F to the staff. Oh, that's the T. Kensington Garden. Okay. Okay, do you have
to eat
in the same restaurant or buy from the same shop? The Duke and Duchess of Sussex always behave well. Thank us for not quote recognizing them in restaurant, etc. The Duchess of Cambridge and even her mother has been dropped by our dressmaker for her rudeness. All right, so that was the tweet. Let's see here. Okay, that is the part of the reason why they hate Meghan. They have nothing on her in order to keep her in line. It must be very frustrating. So Kate and Kel are common bitch. That's a good way of being creative of writing it with the division sign. Okay, let me go into that and see what other people are saying. Usually you find more scoop within those retweets. Okay, there was an article, there it is here. There was an article a couple of years ago about Kel snapping her fingers at her staff to get their attention. So rude, also apparently just appearing her car pull up outside, put them all on edge. Oh my God. They really wanted to be on that level, that status level, to be seen as that. My goodness. Other relative of Mama Midi complained that she cut them off when Caddy got wed, but you don't hear any British media demanding she make up with them. Okay, so that I've heard before. I've heard that before. All right, I'm just guessing. It's from Twitter, I've heard. Okay, that says it all. I guess she and her mother will have a story blaming Meghan for this also. And also, this is what I'm saying about those grandkids. All right, Kate's children. I don't know how they're gonna get out of this because if you see how Kate grew up, and I completely forgot some of these gossip because I don't keep them into my mind file cabinet kind of thing because but all I could remember saying is that I don't see how Kate's kids could get out of the nonsense that they are in, unlike Harry. And I can't believe Harry got out of it because you got the father, the mother, the grandma from the mother side, and the grandparents from the father side. Okay, with the exception, Diana's gone, you know, who have the heads are so big. I don't know how those kids gonna see common sense. Unlike Harry, it was a miracle for Harry to get out of it level-headed. That's all I could say. All right, now reading some of the things about the grandmother, or should I say the uh, Kate's mother, Kate's family side, the things that they're doing, it's like I don't see how those kids are gonna learn. Alright, how to humble yourself doesn't mean you disrespecting someone or you lower than somebody. It's just being in the same level playing field. You showing respect and gratitude at the same level. You don't see somebody higher or lower. Nothing. Alright, this is the thing why people are coming, to the surface saying, look, Harry and Meghan always nice to us, but this one, this is how being nice come into play. When things get hot, you got good people coming and support you, but they will never get that. All right, this is what humbling do for you. All right, next tweet. There was more comment, but I need to move. It's 427 now. All right. Why do you think we just got another round of Meghan made Kate cry stories? Okay. What do all these Karens mean when they say Kate never loses her temper? She lost it in front of children in the classroom recently. By now, you should see that video of when the kids saying Harry and Kate is their favorite royal. All right, let's me hear. LOL. She can't deny this one. OMG. Okay, and she lost it at her sister's wedding with George. Really? That I don't know. Okay, that's not the only time she lost her temper in public. One, the Commonwealth Church service. Oh, that we cannot deny that one. The Commonwealth Church service, she visibly displayed hostility to Harry and Meghan. And this is the thing I cannot fathom with. When she first got into the royal family, Harry treat her with respect and dignity, and even went beyond of defending her in public, unlike the husband. But yet, when she settled in, she got her house in order. I think, okay, partially in order, because I don't think she could stop the husband. But she rolled the red carpet right after her, and then don't do the same thing for Harry's wife. This is what killing me the most. Forget about everything. We know she has been doing some shady stuff. But this part that I'm bringing in here, this is the part I cannot fathom with. Harry show her respect and dignity as a freaking commoner. Okay, there's nothing bad with commoner, but to them it means something, whatever it is. As a commoner, to welcome her into his class, the highest of class that there is in the UK. All right, because Harry never took those things very seriously, but welcome her as a freaking commoner into the high class. But once she settled in, she did not return the favor to Harry and his wife. This is what killing me the most with Kate. That's it. She's done a lot of shady stuff, but this is what killing me. All right. Well, I don't dwell too much on it, but when I think about it, this is the part that really gets me. All right, let's see here. Harry and Meghan's wedding. She side-eyed Camilla during the Harry and Meghan's nuptial. Look at this. Karma is returning that right back at you. All right, because whatever Camilla was doing to Charles when Charles was married to Princess Diana, there it is. Your husband is doing something similar, and God knows for how many other women. All right, three socially, CX was Hambury. There it is. There it is. All right. Oh, there's more. For according to Harry's cousin Eugene and Beatrice, she was very nasty to them. At some gala function, embarrassed the York girls. Really? I'm telling you, you learned something new. Did not invite Sarah of York to hers and William wedding. Wow. That gotta tell you something. Harry supported her, helped her into the fold. She betrayed his trust, turning on Meghan. Yeah, there it is. I didn't even see that number 6. That I mentioned it right up there. All right, so there's more, but this one is the one that really got me the most. The others they could battle themselves. But what is it? Then Harry invite the York sisters' mother. What's her name? Sarah or something. I think Sarah. All right, to his wedding. Okay, British media deflect the blaming Meghan when Kate fought in public. Really? I don't know any of this. All right, so bingo. Let me move to the last one. I need to start editing because today is Monday. I have to pick up the kids and stuff. All right, this one I also share it with you on my community board. All right, quote. And that's why I said that thing about Archie's skin color. All right, mail on Sunday. William mental health crisis. Tomorrow's paper today. All right, William's mental health crisis. Duke tells how helicopter. Oh, so that was from there. I didn't read this part. I only read the big part here. Mental health crisis. Okay, Duke tells how helicopter dash to accident involving boy close to George's age left him feeling like the whole world was dying. Oh, that's too dramatized. The whole world. Oh my, Prince Extraordinary. Princess Extraordinary podcast, 6 page. Okay, let me not comment on that. Okay, the whole world is dying. That's so dramatic. You see, that's the squad saying it. Mic drop. William needs to take a leaf out of the celebrity playbook and go away for about 1 to 2 years. Seriously, okay? You fake and you phony, and that's why the squad. But the what is it? The Swift story about singing with John Bon Jovi here. My goodness, recollection may vary. Okay, I misread the subheading as an accident involving Boy George and wondering why he was so upset. That Boy George, forget him. I used to like his music, but after he came out, after the Duchesses, the Sussexes, I'm done with him. That he's a baggage for God. Okay, haha, oh Jesus, brilliant, Lord. People just laughing. Absolutely PR, PR. These people need Jesus. Okay, with that being said, let me just go and go to Jesus right now. A prayer. A prayer for, you know what? Let's keep let's the blind see here. Let's just be revealed. Let's keep it and go with that one. Okay, prayer overcome the lies of the enemy. All right. From this day forward, I will condemn the thought that the devil sends to penetrate my mind and confess that I will defeat the enemy by the blood of Jesus and the word of my testimony. I pray just as you promised, Abba Father, that every weapon formed that rises up against me, the Holy Spirit will rise a standard against the strongholds and they will be cast down and destroyed. All right. I think this is perfect. All right. So that's it. There will be links in the description for some of the articles that I mentioned, which I did not read, so you guys could read. All right, 44 minutes. So please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. And if you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. You could donate, and if the link is broken, let me know. Or you could watch the commercials on this video. Thank you, and thank you for your support.